Hello, Johnny London here once again, and today I've got something a little bit different for you once again. I've got a bunch of old batteries lurking around on the boat, and those of you who watch regularly will know I just changed out a set a little while ago. So I've got the 4 old ones from that swap out, and I've got another 4 old ones that have been lurking around up in the bow locker, which I cleared out a while ago. I'm getting them all together today. I'm going to trolley them up to the car because that's only 1/4 of a mile away, so that's quite good. And I'm going to drive them up to the recycling place, so they like to be called now, and see if I can earn myself a little bit of bunts. So let's get cracking. Yes, it's my old friend, the trolley. I think 2 at a time is quite enough, and I'll use bungees to keep them in place as the towpath is a bit bumpy. Well, I can only really take 2 at a time, so 4 journeys. It's not a great towpath. When it's not bumpy, well, it's muddy. Quite a way to go yet, I'm afraid. I press on past the long-term moorings, but the going is decidedly tough. And I need to take regular breathers. Nearly there now, just one more obstruction. Cheers, mate. It's a long one. Right, well, I've just stopped for a minute to get my breath because behind me is the slope of doom, and I know that because this is the second pair of batteries I'm taking up now, and it was pretty hard last time, and I doubt it'll be much easier this time. The trick is, of course, to get a bit of a run up. Made it. Now, is there an issue with the weight of the batteries in my car? Not at all. They're 25 kilos each, give or take, so it'll be a total of 200 kilos. I should put a few at the back, a couple in the footwell at the front, and it'll be like having a couple of burly rugby players in there, nothing more than that. Now to go back for another lot. That's a bit lighter. These guys are next. Right, let's have those jokers out of there. don't stack so well actually. It's annoying. But they're soon on and I make my way again. I hear a vehicle approaching, so I slow a bit. Oh, don't stop there. But he does. Oh, that was close. I ran out of steam before I got to the top, and the van stopped right in my path, but I thought they were all going to go back down the hill for a minute and me with them, but I'm here anyway. Now, a thing I thought of while I was wheeling these all along, I've had them at quite a bit of an angle and I've been keeping my eye out to see if anything's been weeping out of anywhere. For example, I don't know if you remember me mentioning there's like little vent holes with little rubber bungs, and you take those out when you install the batteries. Now, if I'd have thought ahead, I could have kept all those little rubber bungs in a pot somewhere, and then come the day that I get rid of the batteries, move them out, I'd be able to button them all back up again, but needless to say, the bungs are long gone, and so I've just kept my eye on things, and there doesn't appear to have been any problems, so I just check them before I put them in the car. Obviously don't want my car to dissolve on the way to the reclamation yard, whatever it is, so it's another 2 done anyway. 2 more to go. This one just goes there. That'll do. Let's move those somewhere. Not there, but somewhere. Forget them. Boots, man, me boots. That's it. I'll keep the trolley in the car for now. Well, it's taken me an hour and a quarter, and I'm quite hot now, actually. But it wasn't too bad at all. The only tricky bit was trying to handle the batteries with one hand with my selfie stick in the other. So you have to excuse me if some of that footage is a little bit shaky. A bit more suitable for driving in. Right, well that's it. We won't have any footage of the journey because you all know what it looks like to go along a road, and I need to use this phone in its sat-nav mode because this car doesn't have built-in sat-nav. So I'll see you at the other end. Well, I've just pulled over because I've been following Google and it was 4.2 miles away to my destination. Then I looked again and it was 6 miles away. Now I find I'm on Wendover High Street and I'm 8 miles away. So I don't know what the heck's going on with it, but I better sort of, well, I don't know, just put in the destination again and do it manually or something, I don't know. I've stopped to fill my jerry can at a filling station. Another little job done. Well, I was nearly there, but not quite. It's the the wrong branch. I've got to go somewhere else over the road or something. I've been on the road for ages. It's only supposed to be 8 miles. Cheers, Google. Well, I've been into the office and inquired, and he said I've to join this queue. It's all full of big lorries and people with a lot more scrap to deliver than I have. But of course, 8 batteries, they're not light, so they need to get right up to where they need to get to. So it should be interesting anyway. And so I joined the queue. It's like Armageddon in here. There's all boxes full of wires, roaring machinery. They've just scooped all my batteries out and put them in a big plastic box, all upside down and that. They didn't care, but you know, they know what they're doing. And it's all like, I don't know, like ash or something all floating about in here. It's not a place I'd want to work, to be honest with you. So hats off to them. It looks like they're doing it really, really efficiently, sorting everything out. It's the future, really, isn't it? Well, the big question is, what are they worth, and was it worth it? In the old days, of course, you'd have just had cash, wouldn't you? But it's all done on a receipt now. So I've made myself £57.90 for 8 big old batteries. So was it worth it? No, probably not. Well, of course, no day out would be complete without a trip for a resupply. And I can never resist an Aldi. I knew it was here, it was all part of the plan. I'll come clean, and I'm about to go and convert that £57.90 into some Aldi goodness. Okay. Well, it was a good little session in the Aldi there, but it's time to head back to the boat and try and load in before dark. Well, certainly losing the light fast now. Just got to get that little lot in. The trolley has come in useful once again. Well, it does look a bit precarious, but I'm going to load everything in onto the bow deck, and it's just a bit nearer to the kitchen really, isn't it? So I'll get this off now and then go in at the other end. Did all right on the charge today too. Right, so here we are. I brought all the stuff in. We're not going to go through all that today. I mean, you know the sort of things I usually buy. I did spend a bit more than usual actually, but I got 3 of those packs of lager that I really, really like, and fairly half decent sort of bottle of white wine, and a couple of bottles of real ale as well, and the rest of it I just wasted on food obviously. But the sum total for the day is, if you remember, I had £57.90 from my batteries, and I spent in Aldi £45.84, and if I've done my sums correctly, and I have because I've just done them on the calculator, that leaves me a net profit of £12.06, probably most of which I spent on petrol driving round and round in circles thanks to Google. Otherwise, a very successful day. But is it worth recycling your batteries? Well, yeah, in terms of the environment it is, but it was a hard 50 quid, so the jury is out on that one. See you next time.